Halloween Fest 2022. Man, I'm getting old. I'm trying to think. Is it 2022? It is 2022. And we are at Wild Time Comics in South Attleboro, Massachusetts. I am with my good friend Randy Conlon, who is the proprietor of this wonderful event, and also my friend Jim Savard, who's a comic book creator, artist, writer, an all-around good guy. So Randy, Halloween, we've talked about this before, it's such a big thing for you. It's a beautiful day. So
couldn't get better.
How are things going this year? Talk about, you know, your setup. You have a really nice setup this year, and why is Halloween so important to you?
Oh, it's just the best time of the year, really. You know, we have a lot of fun. You know, it's great because we get to make like crazy setups and everything. Having moved down to this end of the plaza is a little bonus for us because it gave us even more play around space, you know, so we can set up completely ridiculous stuff like I'm sure you'll show afterwards. And you know, it's a lot of fun. We get to have a lot of more guests this way. We can spread them out, put our tents up, and when we have nice weather like this, you can't go wrong, right?
Yeah, now it's been a few months you've been in your new location. How's it going? You're getting more and more stuff set up? It looking a little bit better?
Seems like it's still decompressing. I always refer to it as one of those cartoon closets you open up and literally everything just keeps coming. Yep, it's kind of that way. When we moved it from one location into the other, it just keeps on filling corners. So we're constantly finding some interesting things. So that's not a bad thing.
Okay, so horror and Halloween have always been a big thing for you. So why don't you talk a little bit about that? And is anything horror going on currently, either comic books or just personal life, that you want to talk about?
Oh, geez, Gus, there's always a plethora of different horror things coming out right now. R.L. Stein's back doing some stuff. You know, of course, this year we get to see the finale of Halloween. Yeah, I know, cringe. I don't think we're in the minority there. You know, but you know, things wrap up on that front, and that's interesting. But you know, there's always, if you're a horror buff, there's always plenty around this time of year to check out, and especially things like Hellion over here. Segue.
Nice segue. I like that. Thank you.
Which is a perfectly good segue. So Jim, let's talk about you. Let's talk about your comic Hellion. That's actually a good idea. So talk about Hellion. How's it going? I know you're working on your final issue.
Yep, the final issue will be out next March. So it's been a long process, but we're 5 done, and it's been exciting. Been meeting a lot of new people. I've had a chance to work with multiple artists, local guys doing the different covers. So that's always nice working with your friends. It's just about a band trying to make it famous, and the struggle. You know, they hook up with a dubious manager who tricks them and cons them, and then hell breaks loose. And it's like a whole universe that I'm trying to incorporate in future stories that I'm going to be making references, kind of like Easter eggs. But Hellion's the start of it, and it's a wild horror ride, and it's been a fun ride, so to speak.
But now, as we were talking about earlier, so Hellion is going to be coming to an end, but you have a couple of new projects that you're working on. You want to talk about those? Sure.
I'm working on my friend Joe Medeiros at Rubber Chicken Comics. He's an artist, and he's working on a pirate story called The Pirates of Dilfram. And he asked me to write for him, so it's a comedy. So I hooked up with him on that, and I wrote the first script, and that's in the bag. So whenever he starts doing it, that'll be coming out. That was kind of interesting because I'm not really a comedy writer, but it worked out well. So, and I'm a big pirate fan, so that kind of helped. The second one is a horror story called Liner. It's an end of the world story, and that's all really I want to give. It was originally supposed to be for a book, but the person who was doing the anthology decided to go with just zombies and werewolves and vampires, and mine's not that route. So I found someone, Mark Macrina, who embraces horror, and he's another local artist, and he's ready for it, and we're going to crank that out, and that's going to be a real good story. So,
and you can pick these up at any one of your local comic book stores here in New England. Now, I know you have a Facebook, but you have a website or anything else you want to give out? So, oh yeah, that's right, your new banner. Look at this.
Yes, new banner, and I didn't have this, but now we're having this because this made the banner. So this will be up and running probably by the end of November, and I'll show you like where I've been, what's going on, give you updates on different pictures and stuff, storylines. So, and there might be a third story coming out, but I don't want to really talk about that just yet.
Okay. Well, Jim, it's always good to see you. It's always good, and I can attest to this. Not only is Jim a comic book, creator, he's also a fan. I mean, seeing him post what concerts he's going to, or what books he's picking up, and so it's always good to see him, and it's just a double whammy today. I actually get to interview you, so always great seeing you. Good luck with Hellion and stuff in the future, and we will talk soon, I'm sure.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me on too. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, again, Halloween Fest, Wild Time Comics 2022. We are here with Courtney, whose company is Bella and the Machine. You can talk a little bit about that. She does printings and stuff, which is all handmade fabrics that she has for like aprons and skirts and whatnot. So, Courtney, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. So yeah, Bella and the Machine. I mostly make custom aprons and different handbags, wallets, things like that. I use a lot of other small business artists for my fabrics. I have them custom printed, and I've been sewing my whole life, and I just thought it was something fun to do after the pandemic. I usually would sew for myself, and then after the pandemic I wanted something to kind of bring some fun and joy to everybody else instead of everything we were going through. So
okay, so what kind of art do you have on some of the stuff? I noticed you have some horror stuff. There's some witching stuff going on. I assume you do some comic stuff because you're dressed as Loki.
Yes. So right now I have a lot of Halloween related things and some movies and let's see what else is here. I kind of do a lot of different prints that you wouldn't normally find in regular stores if you're looking for an apron. So it's kind of a mix of things. But I usually do some themes throughout the year for different holidays and stuff like that too.
That's cool. Are there any upcoming shows that you're going to be at where people want to see this stuff in person?
Yes, I'm doing an event on December 4th. It's the Holiday Sip-In Shop. It's in East Providence. I can't remember the exact name of the place at the moment. And then I'm doing another event December 17th. It's the Plymouth Punk Rock Market up in Plymouth, Mass. So that one is at one of the breweries up there. I'm not sure of the address of that one either.
Okay. Do you have a website or any other way for our viewers to come to see your stuff so they can order from you?
I do. So I have a Facebook page and an Instagram page, and it's just Bella and the Machine on both of those pages.
All right, Courtney, thank you for taking a few minutes to be with us. Enjoy the rest of your show.
Thank you so much.